EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. The punter, Jack Fox, handling the kickoffs. And off we go here on Monday night. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now former college star over in East Lansing, it's Kenneth Walker. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this ball.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That's a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. He gets that to his big target, Fant. Look at that big guy rumble. And he will go all the way. Noah Fant. Touchdown, Seattle. That touchdown #1 for him on the year. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one taken at the 10. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Now the second-year man out of Alabama, Jahmyr Gibbs. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7. First carry for David Montgomery. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Big Leonard Williams brings him down. Third and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Returnable from the 17. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. The tight end Fant in motion. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll bring this to about the 25. It was Derek Barnes with the stop. second down and 8. They'll go play action with Darnold. Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Njigba. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. First down, Seattle.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
First catch there for Kupp, and he's got a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Darnold. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Open space inside the 10. And he's going to take this all the way home. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. Myers now to add the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Seahawks move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing here is Goff. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On second down, Goff. In trouble, and down he goes. So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. From the gun, it's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. Here's Jack Fox now. He'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. He's going to air this one out. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this quarter.
Third and long. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. It's complete. He's got Cup. Good gainer there. They'll get him out of bounds up past the 35-yard line. So, from the 36, it is first and 10. On the ground, it's Walker. And he'll take this up past the 40, a pickup of 5. Once again, it's Walker. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Rookie Terrion Arnold there on the stop. Here's a third down and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And on third down, ball incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. Room up the sideline to the 20. And that'll give him lots of room. Out of bounds, up beyond the 30-yard line. Terrific Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And a good run there to get him 5 yards.
At the 36-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
And that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. An unbalanced look to the left here on first down. Darnold. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's going to have this one up near the 28.
So in regards to being used in the passing game, there's really two types of backs in this league. There's the check down back. He's able to just take the short gains and try to pick up more yards after catch. And then there's the back that can be used as a weapon. Man, when you got a guy like that in your passing game, it is a handful for defenses.
And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. 35 more yards. Back-to-back big plays to get this drive rolling. First and 10 now from the 36. Throwing, Darnold. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. On third and long, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And this will stay a two-possession game.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
Goff going to throw here on first and 10. That's going to be intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Love. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Darnold to throw. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Darnold to the air once more. This one complete to his tight end Fant. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To throw again is Darnold. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second, as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. Here's Darnold again. He's got it inside the 5. And he is going to be out of bounds. They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's 1st and goal. They'll run here, and it's Charbonnet. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. Now Darnold. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. So we have hit halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Lions pick over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Slot receiver, headed right. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given. But it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Going for it all. And the Seahawks are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Darnold now to throw. That's over the middle and taken in by Valdez-Scantling. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. We'll try and run it with Walker. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. The Seahawks sending out their punt team. He's on for the 2nd time and wouldn't mind a carbon copy of that first kick. Raymond going to return it. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how else do you explain 3 consecutive drives that result in a pick? I mean, each mistake just feeds the next. It feeds frustration. And all at the same time, it's leading to questionable throws and easy picks.
On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Darnold. Connects with Kupp on the slant. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. The run up the middle, and it's Walker. The Seahawks are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert on 3rd and 1. Here's Walker. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Myers. Good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. It's a toss play left to Gibbs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. He'll send it downfield for Laporta. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. That is fielded at the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Darnold now on 1st and 10. We try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. That's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And now, after the pick 6, out comes the offense to try to really rub this in. 2-point conversion. From the gun, it's Goff. This is going to be caught. So it's an 8-point swing. Not just the pick 6, but add on a 2-point conversion. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. On play action, here's Darnold. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 31 yards. On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down the distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
This is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down.
That is intercepted by the first-round pick from Alabama, Terrion Arnold. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Now Goff. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times it looks like they've never practiced at all.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The Lions will punt this ball away, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa! 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That is caught. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
A 39-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Seattle.
Here's a handoff to Walker. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Stafford fires to cut. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
third down, they go with Walker. The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up fourth down.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. Goff to throw. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's good for the Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, it's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Man in motion, heading left. On 2nd down, Goff. Open man, it's Jamison Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 30 yards. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Here's a handoff to Gibbs, left side. He's to the 10. And he won't quite make it to the pylon. And he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will score. Game on. Sione Vaki. Touchdown, Detroit. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Here's Goff. That is caught. They're going to get the 2 points. Don't go away just yet. They are back to within a score. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll begin with a zone read.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
Shotgun run now with Walker. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple-possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Now a give to Walker, running right. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. Second down and 8. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And that one going to be closed down the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
You know at this point the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground? So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 45 yards. That's good for the Lions. First down.
Goff's going to throw here on 1st and 10. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And third down coming up. Off the play fake, here's Goff. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. Inside the 20.
They'll take over 1st down and goal to go at the 5-yard line.
So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. 1st and goal. So that'll just about do it for Greg